All right, let's go on to the next one. See that, people? I establish credibility. You admit when you're fucking wrong. I do come from a place of fear. I know what you bitches is up to. All right, number 2. Dearest William, you always bitch.
Who wrote that?
No one did. I just dressed it up a little.
Oh, okay.
You always bitch that women don't write in for advice. Well, here you go. I met this guy a year ago. Now, I want to answer this one before you go on one of your rants. Let me just answer this one, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong. I met this guy a year ago at a mutual friend's wedding. He's fucking hot. He wore a pair of pants that were so tight I could see everything.
Wow. Could see his sausage.
My sausage. Let's just say he gift wrapped his package and it was well received.
Heyo!
Wait a minute. She keeps going with the late night jokes, but he's so cocky. Bump, she says.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't think he'd have any interest in me. A while later, he invited me to a party and paid me an undue amount of attention. About a week later, he had me over for dinner. And when I say he had me over for dinner... That sounds like a setup. No, but it isn't.
Okay.
It isn't. And when I say
dinner, I mean,
yeah,
it's like a bad Sex in the City joke.
Yes, that you've watched every episode 100 fucking times.
I have.
Ugh.
Well, that's why I can speak on it better than you can, because you haven't seen it. So, anyway, read the rest of the letter.
Yeah, that show. It's like fucking Entourage. You see one episode, you've seen it. Oh my God, we have a problem. What's gonna happen? Oh, it all worked out. Let's go to Vegas. Fuck you, turtle. Right?
No.
That's the episode.
No.
All right, whatever. Go fuck. I don't give a shit. I watch sports. Anyways. And when I say we ate, I mean, this is funny. This is actually funny. She goes, he bragged about himself a lot, and we jumped into bed basically before I drained the drops from my wine glass. That's what you do with a dildo, right? I like this girl. She's fucking.
Wow.
She's using them. Yeah. Wow. Can you believe that? Look at you. Just.
Is she calling saying I never get laid and what do I do about it? No, she's talking about something else entirely. So don't even try to compare the two situations.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that women can think like guys too.
Duh.
Well, I thought that's what you were reacting to.
No.
Like going, wow. Like, why'd you say wow?
No, because I think that's awesome. She's being very upfront about it.
Oh, well, your
no.
read of wow was terrible.
Well, fuck you. I'm not auditioning for your little ham radio show you have going on here.
Really? The one that you go, can I be on it again?
You asked me to come in here tonight.
That's because I felt bad because I freaked you out about saying how I wanted to buy extra paper towels.
Oh, my gosh.
They know what it was about. All right, let's fly. Okay, let's go here. We slept together about once a week for the next 2 months. But because he said at the first dinner that he wasn't into having a relationship, even though all his friends marvel that he's so wonderful and not married, I did my best to keep it casual. So this guy basically said he didn't want a relationship, so she's keeping it casual. Anyways, after we hung out a bit, I started to realize he wasn't really as much of a dildo as I initially thought, and I knew I was in danger of developing feelings for him.
Uh-oh.
So, of course, I got more distant, and he ended it saying, ironically, this isn't going anywhere. Then she, in parentheses, says, wait, what? I thought you said you didn't want a relationship. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what she wrote. All right. She goes, I didn't object, but I told him I wanted to be friends and may have sent him an overly drippy drunk text or two. Last week we had dinner, and from the second he got there, his hands were all over me. He flirted like fucking crazy all night. But we went our separate ways. Here's what I want to know. Is it possible for us to date now? Like, for real? Now that I know him better, I think we could really have something. But in my experience, and according to all my male friends, guys don't stay interested in someone they fucked before, especially if he got bored enough to end it the first time around. What's your take, Bill? Can I make this happen again? And if so, how? This is what I think. I think the fact that this guy's a douche. All right? That's the father of your kids, some guy who shows up with his fucking package hanging, like he's fucking Robert Plant and the song remains the same. That's the guy you're going to fucking breed with. And then you have dinner with him, and all he does is talk about himself. Mm-hmm. Hey, let me do this. I don't need you doing I don't like that.
You don't like me agreeing with you?
No, I don't want that.
Okay.
I'm not in a church right now. I don't need to go. Mm-hmm. I think you know what. Okay, you know what? We can talk about this. You know what I think really happened? I think that his ego was bruised. This guy's obviously tremendously fucking insecure, so he overcompensates with the fucking ego. So he talks about how
he
awesome
has a big
he
dick,
is.
so he bangs a lot of girls, and girls get all caught up in it, like you do sometimes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really didn't need to know that.
I'm just
really
being honest.
Didn't need to know. Can you just shut up and let me just? I'll walk out of the room as you fucking answer this.
Oh, okay.
This is it. All right. He fucking. As I try to desperately forget what the fuck he just said there. He basically, I think his ego's hurt. The fact that she wasn't totally fucking into him.
Right.
And then when he said, well, fuck it, it's over, he was trying to get her to fucking beg for it, and she didn't.
Yeah.
And she didn't. So now he's coming back, trying to get her all into him, so then he can tell her to go fuck herself.
Yeah.
That's what I think he's going to. Am I right?
Yeah, he's playing mind games with you, sweetie. Run the other way.
Run the other way. There you go.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Nia. Really?
What, really?
Yeah, and he had a big dick, which you sometimes get caught up in. Why don't women talk like that on TV? Why do you guys just fucking sit there and you act like? Why don't you guys talk like that?
I don't know.
Why can't you guys show that you're just as big of fucking pigs as we are?
Well, maybe if women rallied more and got in the business of writing and producing and executing, then there would be more shows like that. But, you know, women have to write this shit. We have to make it happen. Can't rely on men to do it for us. So, yeah, that's it. But yeah, he's a.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're causing revolution. You're talking about big dicks. Let's move on to the next question.
I'm being honest. No, people want to hear an honest answer. And, you know, the situation that she found herself in is not unusual, but he's a game player. So, you know, she needs to go in the other direction. She needs to go in the other direction.
This guy's a fucking
just leave it alone. You will
loser.
find another guy who you'll have incredible sex with, who has a nice dick, and he's not going to be this manipulator. That's the thing. You can have a guy that like is really amazing in bed and gives you multiple orgasms, and he's not an asshole. It's possible.
You know what?
It's hard, but you'll find him.
I like how you went back to wacky humor. It's hard because
I didn't even mean to do that.
I don't have that. I think it's time for you to get a spin-off podcast, because if you're going to start talking like this, I really can't.
Frankly and honestly, Bill, what I do is no different from your rants and raves. It's just a different tone.
Yeah, but it's my podcast.
I know, but it's
my podcast. This isn't your fucking podcast.
Oh,
this is like, wait a
minute.
This is like you walk into Tyco, and without talking to anybody else, you start building your own fucking toys.
Oh, so,
all right.
So you don't like the toys that I'm bringing to the
You pitch them first, lady.
Play yard.
You pitch them first. You don't just fucking throw them out there in the goddamn meeting.
It isn't that kind of a show. We
go back to your office. I'll see it for.
We get on here. We just start talking. You don't ever know what's gonna happen. Isn't that the exciting part?
Oh God, you've never annoyed me more. Yeah, I'm fucking around. You think I don't know all of this shit about you?
I was gonna say we're very honest with each other about our past.
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna say it on the fucking podcast. You're sitting there telling me not to bring up the fact that I want to get a goddamn gun, but you're gonna sit there talking about a fucking dicks here.
Did I say anything about personal experience? No, I did not.
Jesus Christ, Nia.
I didn't say when I.
So
blah,
what do you?
Blah, blah.
I
never
exactly.
said that.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. This has just become a riveting podcast.